you developed so much on the car, you're still looking at what could be better and what could be different and all that while I'm racing. So playing around with the buttons a little bit and the knobs on the steering wheel. But honestly, I was cruising nicely, but at the same time I feel we're a bit down on top speed. That didn't feel great because the Acura is just flying by. I don't know how they did do that, but that's a topic for us of concern, because this race is won or lost on top speed sometimes because of the traffic in the bus stop. Once you get bumped up there, and the guy is really close behind you and he just drives by when he's next to you, then you're gonna lose this race. So, but first of all, I think hope everything stays in one piece, nothing break on the car, and then we'll keep chipping laps away.
After all the months of development, sim work, testing, is it like almost a sense of relief to finally get out there and race?
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, I mean, you know, before you're actually really going, it doesn't count, and you're still trying stuff, and even from the mechanics and the engineering, you wanna make sure that it's all more or less correct, because we're not done with testing yet. I think every program is a little bit behind. So before you really go out there and try and this is the best testing you can do with any race car, is to go out and race, and that's what we're doing today.
Let's open it up for questions. We'll start with Jenna.
Hey, Ringer, as Mark was just saying, you know, is it exciting to get racing again? It looked like when you first got in the car, you were pretty aggressive racing there for the lead. Was that you were just excited to be racing, or did the moment call for that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't? No. I think there was some GTD traffic there.
Yeah, no, it's you know, in traffic you have to be aggressive and safe at the same time. I think it was with Colin Brown. Yeah, and we raced each other for many years. It was actually really fun to race him again. He's a great fighter on track, and he's always on the limit. So. But I think we played it safe. Maybe it looked aggressive from the outside, but it was not intentional, and I don't think it didn't feel like that either.
Thank you.
All right, Nate Ryan.
So the pit box problem, Ringer, that's just that wouldn't have happened with DPI cars. That's something new with the GTPs.
Well, we had you know, in the championship we finished a certain order, so that's why the MSR cars in the beginning of the pit lane, Wayne Taylor Racing, and then us, and then the sister car. That's a championship order, so from last year. I think during the championship, if it's different, then we can have GTs in between. But right now we're just boxed up. The two of us are really close together, and I think it's a big disadvantage for the race. I don't know how it came that we are like this, but the championship order is what they normally use as an order for the pit lane. It would have been nice to have a few GTs in between though.
Is it partially, though, that the cars, like you were saying, are bigger, like the stalls are bigger or whatever?
No, I think there's more cars this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the whole pit lane is full.
Cars last year, 61 overall.
Yeah. Okay, maybe all the cars got bigger. It's tight.
And your teammates, Cadillac teammates were in here earlier, and a couple of them were saying that they feel like you guys have an advantage on tires in terms of tire wear. Do you agree with that?
Who was saying that?
Lynn and Bourdais.
Bourdais, yeah.
Bourdais said he was sliding on the tires.
Yeah.
Lynn said he took the tires all the way to the limit.
It felt like you could go longer.
Yeah, I mean, you saw it at the end. I mean, the Acuras. I'm just came out of the car, so I'm still processing it ourselves as well. But I think if you look at it at the end, I was driving away a bit from the Acura. So I think they might be right. It felt really beautiful out there. Also the last few laps, so no big drama on the tires. So if they come back here and they say if they have drama, that's your answer. But for me, it was good.
All right, let's go ahead.
Mikey McGuire, Motorsport Week. On those safety car restarts, what's going through your head as the leader? Because I know they're very aggressive from the back of the GTD field, and you had to defend pretty heavily against people like Colin Braun and the Wayne Taylor. So what's kind of going through your head on those moments?
You know, leading is the best feeling, the best driving, and the easiest driving as well. So I think once you get through turn one, you have clean air, no dirty air. They have the dirty air, and then from there on you just start chipping away and get temperature in the tires. But turn one is a tricky one. Your tires are still cold, and especially now we don't really know what to expect from the tires going into turn one after the restart. So for me, and I think many others are taking it kind of easy there. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure, and what goes through my head is let's try to survive turn one.
Holly, did you have a question? There's a mic right there.
Hi. I wanted to ask you, with this being a new car, I mean, is there any part of you that is somewhat conservative in the way that you're going out and doing this because it's kind of the test of the new cars, or is it just hauling like you always do and we'll see how it goes?
It's exactly that. You really need to care that nothing happens in the first 20 hours, let's say, before you really start hauling, and that's exactly what we're doing. So taking it easy on the materials, on the systems, you know, taking it 1 second extra to go through traffic. Maybe in DPI we were very comfortable with the car, and also, for example, spare parts. We had plenty of spare parts. Now we don't. So yeah, for sure, you're taking it easy right now.
Any other questions for Renger? Seeing none, we'll let you go. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Bye.